kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Puts it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Offense set on 1st down. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. With the catch, it's Richmond. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Little touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to play push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Richmond. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The give on the option. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes a grab over the middle. And that's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Richmond. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know it sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Quickly out to the tight end.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's James. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands, it's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
At the 27. Third down coming up.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richmond. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The offense setting up shop at the 46. First and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit? When he's not scared to come up and tackle. A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Richmond. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to find the end zone. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now this offense is back on the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just way off target and missed it.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Morris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Find some fresh air. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offenses, when you get me in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium, everything in the playbook is open to him.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Motion from the back. The RPO, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richmond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Caught close to the marker, it's Morris. And he's in for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Morris. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Richmond. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baxter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Richmond. They almost got a first down there. Stop the yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Handoff from the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Snagged in the middle. It's Richmond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Got his man out of the backfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
At the 12-yard line. Second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Slams ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Got his man on the right. And he's in for the touchdown. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
work in the air on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Finds a man on the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
At the 28. First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Eighth play of the drive coming up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Gain of 19 on the play. Good enough for first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Smells it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get to completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. They want to throw it. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Caught over the middle. It's Ross.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit and yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. A quick pass to the left. Crosses the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Trying to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't...
Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th quarter drive to break a tie. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure to get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richmond. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. With the catch, it's Moore. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Still on his feet. He'll throw it. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. And the kick is good. His third field goal of the game, and 3 is the magic number for the win.